at y'all with another video today. And today I wanted to do like just a quick little like show y'all like why the United States government wants to put Julian Assange behind bars and ultimately wants him dead. So y'all know the whole situation going on with Julian Assange and everything like that. Like they're trying to set an example for journalists, real journalists that actually, you know, challenge power. You know, people like Anna Kasparian, of course, people like Cenk Uygur, you know, the real go-getters when it comes to challenging power. I'm joking. God damn. That literally hurt my soul to say that, to just joke about that. But yeah, they're trying to set a precedent against him for revealing secrets and things like that. And you know, I covered on the channel. I'm probably going to link the I might make a playlist and link it at the end of this video about the recent revelations about how their main witness, you know, to attest to him doing hacking around the world, you know, the label they put on him as a hacker and shit like that. This guy, his name's like Siggy the Hacker or something like that. You know, the boy that look like melted ice cream and shit like that. He looked like the son from King of the Hill. That motherfucker. Yeah. How he not only did he lie about it, but he has a history of being a pathological liar. He's a pedophile, convicted pedophile, and the United States basically took this guy under their wing, you know, from Iceland. Basically, they were using him as a fucking he was a basically a snitch, because he got a couple other people caught up, and they were trying to get Julian caught up, but he never did anything that was illegal to get him caught up. But they basically manufactured a bunch of bullshit anyway, and they gave this guy basically a deal. You know, they basically gave him immunity to his crimes, including his pedophilia crimes. So, you know, the United States, we already know they have a track record of working with fucking pedophiles, especially with people like people like Epstein. But I thought these two videos I'm about to play are very relevant, especially with what's going on in Afghanistan and how, like, especially American citizens, which, look, I'm not here to shit on American citizens, you know, but I'm here to show American citizens they need to stop, you know, reacting emotionally with what's going on in Afghanistan. They need to stop reacting, whether they know it or not. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, if you or apolitical, whatever the fuck you are, you're reacting emotionally, especially when you hear people just, you know, outright blaming Biden, and that's not a defense of Biden. I bring that up because all of these presidents have lied to us. That's what the Afghan papers told us. That's what the Afghan war logs have told us. Every fucking president has had their, you know, their troop surges or their bombing surges. You know, they've had their efforts to try and win, quote unquote, the war, which was, you know, the surges I was just talking about. You know, and every president has been lying to us. Doesn't matter whether it's Trump, Obama, Bush, Biden, Clinton, or not Clinton, but yeah, y'all get what I'm saying though. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Every single president is a warmonger. Everyone that's ever existed is a fucking warmonger, war criminal, and should be hanged at the Hague or thrown in prison at the Hague at the very least. But let's go. Let me go ahead and show y'all these videos. So these are both from the WikiLeaks Twitter page, and this is the first one I had seen. So let's go ahead and get into it.
To completely subjugate everyone.
So WikiLeaks they posted this on August 18th. They said Julian Assange speaking in 2011. The goal is to use, you know, I think that, yeah, they quoted what he was saying. This is what Afghanistan is all about. This is what it's going to be about if we were to send troops back. And this is what Syria is about. This is what us trying to get into Iran is about. This is what Somalia is about. This is what Cuba is about. This is what Bolivia is about. This is what China is about. This is what Russia is about. This is what the moon is about at this point. These motherfuckers are trying to imperialize and colonize the moon now. They got a space force now. Thank you, Trump. Thank you, Mr. Anti-interventionist. You're taking war to the moon. How interventionist of you. Jesus. So interventionist. Oh my God. This is me hugging Trump's testicles for being so anti-interventionist. All right, I'm gonna stop making fun of Trump supporters now and get into this video. But again, me naming all those countries, this is what this is all about. This is what Myanmar is about. Okay, I'm gonna stop naming countries, but this is what imperialism is all about.
Because the goal is not to completely subjugate Afghanistan. The goal is to use Afghanistan to wash money out of the tax bases of the United States, out of the tax bases of European countries, through Afghanistan and back into the hands of a transnational security elite. That is the goal, i.e. the goal is to have an endless war, not a successful war. Because the goal...
And that is why they killed him. Or not killed him. That's why they're trying to kill him. And that's why they have him sitting in a fucking cell right now. So that's the first video I wanted to show you. And everything he said, he just said there is fucking facts. This is all a money laundering operation. I think Lee Camp actually just made a video saying that as well. But yeah, that's what that's all about. It's about fraud. It's about defrauding the American public. It's about taking money that's supposed to be used for us, things that can be used for healthcare, you know, for Medicare for all, for free educate, for, you know, free college and free education, for housing. And again, remember when Save the Sea Turtle Samantha was yelling at Max Blumenthal for confronting Adam Schiff of all fucking people? One of the biggest warmongering Democrats in fucking Congress, for coming out there doing fake ass photo ops to, you know, to clean up his image and calling him out for that shit. You know, all the money he, you know, when he votes for all these wars and votes for all these operations in other countries, and when, you know, when he pushes Russiagate, you know, that's money that can be used to keep people in their fucking houses and give the poorest amongst us and give people that really need it free housing. And this is the problem with a lot of, you know, leftists, especially the ones that still believe in electoral politics and, you know, AOC and all that. But that's a whole nother conversation to be had. But this is him on Democracy Now! And WikiLeaks type. The United States Afghanistan war bill of $60 billion must have its proper airing. And let's just go ahead and get into the video, though.
Pass a critical war financing bill, reportedly as early as today, fearing disclosures could stoke anti-war sentiment in this country, the WikiLeaks exposures. Your response to this?
Congress should understand that as a result of these exposures and what seems to be a general shift in feeling about the war in Afghanistan, that the population is watching intensely to what will happen. So I would ask that that war bill of $60 billion worth of funding have its proper airing. If it doesn't, we may be pushed into a position where this past 9 years will extend possibly another 9. Maybe right now is the moment to try and restructure this war in Afghanistan. It's clear that there's no easy way out of the conflict, but it is also clear that the war is escalating on all sides, that the number of kills going up, both civilian and military, is unsustainable. Something has to change, and it might as well be now, and the funding bill can be used as that moment where change has to happen.
And again, that is why they want him dead, because you know, they don't want him telling the plebs, you know, where all their tax money's going, where all no, they don't want them, you know, what their children are dying for. They don't want them to really know that. And, you know, when he says words like restructuring and things like that, and, you know, just how he does, what he's talking about is what he's saying is this is the moment that they can take to actually look at the consequences of the Afghanistan war and thus forward in the war. But notice he said it could go on for another 9 years. I believe that was actually in like 2009 or 2010 that video was taped. And here we are, you know, 10 years later, just now pulling out. And not even really, because we still got covert ops there. You know, we still do have troops there that we're trying to evacuate, which again, like I said in my monologue I did earlier, if you really wanted to, you know, have everything go smoothly logistically, why didn't you coordinate the evacuation of American, you know, of American troops and personnel and, you know, American allies and shit like that through the Bagram Air Force Base in Afghanistan? they wanted this to happen because they wanted to set the stage for a terrorist attack like what happened. And I think Biden actually just like drone striked again, like earlier, I think like a week or so ago or 2 weeks ago, he bombed a plate, like a school and a hospital in a high school and a hospital in Afghanistan. Oh, it's like, what do you like? What the fuck? Oh, they don't. So that's the thing. The military industrial complex obviously doesn't like this, but the overall goals of, you know, the government, the goals of the overall war machine is, you know, pivoting towards Asia, which is what they're doing. So, but I wanted to, you know, just cover that because, you know, what they're doing to Assange is insane, man. He's one of the main people that has been exposing the fuckery that's been going on, you know, with everything around the Afghanistan war and the occupation and how horribly it's been going. And this is why they have him sitting in a cell. And this is why we need to keep saying free Assange. This is why we need to keep talking about Julian Assange, because it's important to be talking about these things. It's important. So with that being said, guys, I want to go ahead and close the video out there. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Emphasis on all that. Same thing for y'all on Odyssey if you're watching there. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, I think I said this in a previous video as well, but I finally got the Patreon up and running. As of right now, I have 3 videos on there. So go and show love there if you can. Not saying that you have to, but if you can, because the videos on there right now aren't behind the paywall. I'm going to try and keep as much content as I can from behind the paywall. Really, the only thing that's going to be behind the paywall there probably is like my long written works, like my I've been working on an article for like the last like 2 months, guys. So but things like that, and like I have plans to do like mini documentaries and shit like that. So those are the types of things that, you know, that I'm really putting a lot of work into that are going to be behind the paywall. But the videos I have on there, they're more fun videos and things like that anyway. Like I'm talking about the OnlyFans situation. I'm talking about the what was it, the UFO phenomenon that's been going on and shit like that. So very to me interesting videos. Those are topics I like talking about, and I usually reserve for my more fun channel, New Wave Studios. So if you guys want to slide by that channel as well, go ahead and do that too. I'll probably put a link down in the description if you want to see a more fun side of Bendu, which I think I'm pretty fun here too. But yeah, so if you can, show love on the Patreon, support the independent media that you love. And yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and close it out there, guys. As always, peace, stay safe, and be easy.